Did you know there are over 330 million phone numbers listed in US public records alone? And yet, when you actually need to find the number for someone, a prospect, an old contact, a potential partner, it can feel like searching for a needle in a haystack. A few years ago, you would have to flip through a massive phone book. But today, with the right methods and the right tools, it's way easier than you think. In this video, we are going to test over 10 methods to find a phone number from just a name. We will compare what actually works in 2026, what's free, what's paid, and most importantly, what's legal. And at the end, I will show you a method almost nobody talks about to pull verified business phone numbers in bulk. Before we dive in, here is a quick summary for those of you who want the bottom line. I'm putting up a comparison table of every method we will cover today. Now let's break down each method in detail, starting with the ones that are completely free. The first method is the simplest and honestly the most underrated: a smart Google search. The trick is to use advanced search operators. Instead of just typing a John Smith phone number, we can try these variations. Quotation mark John Smith phone number Chicago, because when you type something in quotes, it means an exact match. John Smith contact 773, in that case you add the area code for region. John Smith site linkedin.com, in this case we search only within LinkedIn. Why does it work? Well, a lot of people have their contact details indexed by Google through websites, forums, business directories, or company pages. It's free, it's instant, and in roughly 30% of cases, it's all you need. But if it doesn't work, don't worry, we've got plenty more options. Next up, online directories and people search engines. There are several roles that are generally free, no trial period, no hidden fees. So number one we can think about is TruePeopleSearch. That is probably the best free service in the US. You enter a name, an address, or a phone number and you get detailed results. No account needed, no credit card. It's actually one of the tools cited in Google's AI overview for this type of search. Number two, WhitePages, the gold standard for US phone number lookups. You enter first name, last name, and city, and WhitePages matches it. Premium features cost extra, but for a quick check, the free version does the job. Number three, ZabaSearch, a completely free people search engine focused on US public records. Less known than WhitePages, but often more generous with the information it shows for free. Number four, FastPeopleSearch. It looks very similar to TruePeopleSearch. It's a public records aggregator. It shows names, addresses, phone numbers, and even associated relatives, all for free. Number five, That's Them. That's the name, That's Them. A slightly different tool that combines public records with social media data. You can search by name, address, IP address, or even a physical address. Number six, AnyWho, the digital equivalent of the Yellow Pages. Great for finding both residential and business numbers across the US. One important thing to note, these free services have an average accuracy of about 60 to 70%, so that's fine for a quick check. But if you need reliable data for B2B outreach, you will want to step up to the next category. Sometimes you have to work backwards. You've got an old number and you need to confirm if it's still active or find out who it belongs to. This is what we call reverse phone lookup. NumLookup offers completely free reverse phone lookups for US numbers. No sign-up required, just enter the number and get the owner's names. Truecaller is a global go-to for identifying mobile numbers. With a massive crowdsourced database, the app automatically identifies incoming calls and lets you look up number owners. And the basic version is free. Pro tip, if you have a phone number and want to identify the person behind it, always cross-reference results between NumLookup, Truecaller, and the people search engine. Two sources that agree are more reliable than a single one. If you are in the business world, sales, entrepreneurship, marketing agencies, free tools probably won't cut it. Here is a go-to platforms for professional contact discovery. The first is SalesND. SalesND maintains a database of over 100 million contacts. You can search by name, company domain, location, and industry. Their cascade enrichment technique boosts success rates by about 300%. And they report 85 to 95% accuracy on B2B contacts. Second one from our list is Apollo.io. It combines contact discovery with sales intelligence. Enter a person's name and company, and you get verified phone numbers along with email addresses and job titles. The third one, Lusha. It specializes in LinkedIn-based lookups. The Chrome extension reveals contact details right on LinkedIn profiles. It's the ideal tool if your outreach is primarily through LinkedIn. Beyond B2B databases, there are more advanced people search engines for personal lookups. BeenVerified goes beyond just phone numbers. You get comprehensive reports with addresses, social media profiles, and public records. PeopleFinders, 30 years in the game with access to over 6,000 data sources. They use address history to trace phone numbers. Spokeo can reveal not only phone numbers, but also emails, social media accounts, and even photos linked to a person's identity. Social, Catfish, and PeopleSmart are also solid options, especially if you are trying to verify someone's identity on top of finding the number. And here is a method most people don't know about: extracting data from Google Maps. Google Maps contains millions of verified business phone numbers. Most Google My Business listings display a phone number, and that data is public. The problem is that putting it manually, listing by listing, will take hours if not days. That's where a tool like Scrap.io comes in. It extracts this data in real time, in bulk. Phone numbers, emails, social media profiles, opening hours, reviews, all from Google Maps. Scrap.io indexes over 200 million businesses listing worldwide. And if you are looking for phone numbers for a specific type of business, let's say all the restaurants in a city or all the plumbers in a state, it's the fastest and most reliable method out there. You can try it free for 7 days with 100 free leads included. Links in the description. Here is a crucial point most articles and videos skip. Looking up a personal number and looking up a business number are two completely different things. For personal numbers, people search engines like TruePeopleSearch, ZabaSearch, or WhitePages are your best bet. Just keep in mind that mobile phone numbers are typically 60 to 70% harder to find than landlines. For business numbers now, the playbook is different. You have company websites. You can start with contact pages, about pages, and team directories pages. You also have access to Google My Business, Google Maps, listing. You also have industry-specific directories. Every sector has its own. MLS for real estate, medical boards for healthcare, licensing database for construction, you have professional associations, finally you have bulk data extraction. Tools like Scrap.io to pull hundreds or thousands of numbers at once. Figuring out whether you are looking for a personal or business contact before you start searching will save you a lot of time. What comes next is social media techniques. Social media platforms have become gold mines for contact info. If you know where to look, LinkedIn is probably the #1 network for professional contacts. Many members share their phone number in the contact info section of their profile, or sometimes within the description. So here are my tips. Use the advanced search filters to narrow down by industry, company, or location. Look for mutual connections who could make an introduction. Check company pages. Some include internal staff directories. Finally, Chrome extensions like Lusha or Gatsby can reveal extra contact details directly on profiles. On the other hand, Facebook and Instagram don't let you search by phone number directly, but there are creative workarounds. The contact sync method. Add a phone number to your phone contacts, then turn on contact sync in Facebook or Instagram. The platform may suggest the profile linked to that number. The username method. Some people use the same handle across all platforms. So if you find someone on one network, search for the same username on others. On X, on Twitter, it's particularly useful for businesses and public figures. A lot of professionals share their contact information in their bio or in pinned tweets. Now, how to verify a phone number before calling? This is a section you won't find in almost any other video in this topic, and yet it's essential. Before you call a number you found online, take 30 seconds to verify it. Step 1. Cross-reference multiple sources. If the same number shows on WhitePages, TruePeopleSearch, and the person's website, you can be pretty confident. If it only appears on one sketchy source, be cautious. Step 2. Identify the number type. Is it a landline, a mobile, or a VoIP number? Tools like NumLookup or Carrier Lookup give you this info. A VoIP number could be a sign that the person is using a temporary number. Step 3. Check how recent the data is. I don't have the same phone number as 3 years ago. Maybe neither do you. Always look for the most recently updated information. That's exactly one of the advantages of real-time data extracted from Google Maps. It reflects what's displayed today, not 2 years ago. Step 4. Use a validator. Phone validation services can check whether a number is active, whether it can receive calls, and which carrier manages it. This is especially useful if you are working with contact lists at scale. In 2023, spam calls in the US hit 55.6 billion, according to the RoboKiller report. Verifying your numbers before calling isn't just good practice. It's how you avoid looking like one of those scam callers. Before you go hunting for numbers, let's talk legality. A lot of videos gloss over this, but it matters. So what's legal? Well, in the United States, finding publicly available phone numbers is perfectly legal. This includes public discovery information, public records data, business contact details displayed on company websites, information voluntarily shared on social media, Google Maps and Google Business listings. But what's not okay? Using this information for harassment or stalking, violating a platform's terms of service, accesses private databases without authorization, and uses personal data for commercial purposes without a legal basis. So if you are doing B2B outreach, get familiar with the CAN-SPAM Act in the US, which governs commercial communications, GDPR in Europe, which imposes strict rules on personal data processing, and there is a CCPA in California, which gives consumers the right to know what data is collected about them. There are universal best practices as well. Only search for legitimate purposes, respect do not call lists, use information responsibly, and consider alternative methods of contact first. Sometimes an email or a LinkedIn message is more appropriate than a phone call. To wrap up, here are answers to the most frequent asked questions on Google about this topic. Question 1. Is there a truly free way to look up a phone number by name? Well, yes, absolutely. As we have seen, TruePeopleSearch, ZabaSearch, and FastPeopleSearch are 100% free. The catch is that their accuracy hovers around 60 to 70%, and that they mainly cover the United States. Question number 2. Can Google look up a phone number? Yes, in a way. Google can display phone numbers from Google My Business listings right in the search results. For individuals, it's rarer, but possible through directories indexed by Google. Question number 3. How accurate are free phone number lookup services? Free services average around 60 to 70% accuracy. Professional B2B databases like SalesMD or Apollo.io report 85 to 95% accuracy for business contacts. Question 4. Is it legal to search for someone's phone number online? Yes. Looking up publicly available information is legal in most countries. What matters is what you do with it. Use it responsibly, respect people's privacy, and make sure you comply with CAN-SPAM, GDPR, and CCPA if you are doing commercial outreach. Question 5. What's the difference between a phone number lookup and a reverse phone lookup? Well, a phone number lookup is when you have a name and you're looking for a number associated with it. A reverse phone lookup is the opposite. You have a number and you want to find out who it belongs to. Question 6. How do I find a business phone number that isn't listed online? 3 approaches. First, check the business Google Map listing. Even small businesses usually have a listing with a phone number. Second, look through industry-specific directories for their sector. And third, use LinkedIn to find employees at the company and reach out to them directly. For a bulk approach, a tool like Scrub.io can extract phone numbers from Google Maps automatically. So, to sum it up, finding a phone number from a name in 2026 is way more accessible than it used to be. Here is your action plan. Step 1. Always start with an advanced Google search. It's free and it takes 10 seconds. Step 2. If that doesn't work, move to the free people search engines. TruePeopleSearch, ZabaSearch, FastPeopleSearch. Step 3. For professional B2B contacts, invest in a tool like SalesND, Apollo.io, or Lusha. Step 4. If you are looking for local business phone numbers in bulk, try Google Maps data extraction with Scrub.io. Over 200 million businesses listed indexed, real-time data, and 100 free leads to test during a 7-day free trial. Link in the description. Step 5. Whatever method you use, always verify your numbers by cross-referencing sources and stay on the right side of the law. Remember, the goal isn't just to find a phone number, it's to build meaning connections, so use these tools wisely.